Now, guys, we have been working with the shaman, okay? And the shaman, the energy of the shaman, okay, being in working with patterns of the shaman, has been helping us with our two of vessels, purification here, our attraction. Remember, we are in a time of purification with our electromagnetic field, and that means working with the body within. We've been laser focusing on our lymphatic system, endocrine system, heart, blood purification in order to amp up our attraction. And this is purification with the mother and father, okay? And this has to do with our instincts, okay? Our instincts and our impulses. And we're going to heal from our lower vibrational impulses to expand with our instincts. And this has to do with just a deeper level of ego integration work, where we know where ego and spirit are in that dance for us to work with our kundalini and expand. And we know that the shaman was helping us to heal from our frustrations, okay? That's the work that we were doing here, okay? And it has to do with healing from toxicity with the cups. Remember, this is a purification with the mother and the father. So we've been purging this. This is why we've been feeling so yucky, okay? We've been in the time of this. But it's in order to see through clearly, right? This is about clarity, where we move what's toxic with the mother And to do that, we're honoring the Father. And purification with the Father, okay? And this is this. Alchemy. Alchemy of the Two of Cups. This is what we've been creating. Purified alchemy of the Two of Cups. And that's allowing us to go from the Seven of Cups to the Eight of Wands. Here is the father and the mother working together. This is what we're doing. We're going from here to here. And do you see how much clarity we have expanded with here and our light? This is working with our light body through purification, which is what the shaman has been helping us to do here. But guys, we had to go home within the animal kingdom and we had to honor our instincts. We also had to honor our impulses, remember. But we're going to expand from our lower vibrational impulses to make choices that are for our greater good. This is expanding with spirit and the soul. And this is allowing us to clear the pathway to where we're going. We need to see it clearly. Look, here we're not seeing it very, very clearly at all. But now we're seeing it crystal clear. Guys, we're going to see our path crystal clear. And we're going to enter this doorway. Or we have entered this doorway we're about to talk about. So now we've switched gears. We're working with a seer. And we know that the seer and the shaman work together on opposite ends of the wheel. Okay? And we're in a time of turning the wheel because the spring equinox is next. And what we've been doing is we know we've been working with the waters of life, the Ace of Vessels, and our Three of Vessels, our joy. This is part of the purification with the cups. And remember, this is 4 cups, but we separate the cups. We honor the masculine for purification here. And this is working with the seer and our dedication to heal with this hack in the element of air. But remember, we're going to honor the mother, the father, and the daughter, the fire, the water, and the earth. So what we're using is our 5 of stones, our 5 of earth situations, our lack of, as our endurance, guys. This is where we use the negative as the positive. Okay, and we flip the script. And this has to do with in a way we were designed to activate here. We were designed to activate, to heal from these templates of being unsupported by the earth to creating our support with the earth, with the mother and the father. And that's allowing us to heal from the devil energies and expand from, we're laser focusing on the patterns of lust right now, guys. Okay, laser focusing. So if you've been having, you know, old templates of lust come back into your universe, this is what you're doing. You're helping to clear this up. And what we're doing is we're healing from tradition. This is where some of our traditions are still connected to our lack of, and staying stuck in this karmic patterning, in the loop of the lack of with the devil energies. And when we feel unsupported, okay, and we haven't restored balance within, it affects us. And this is the effects of it. Okay, we're still trying to feed ourselves, but we untwist it so that we're feeding ourselves for our greater good. That's what this is about. And this 3 of Cups reading, okay? So it's connected to it. So we heal from tradition, and this allows us to make the connections we need to make, and we spin the wheel. Now this is not an extreme space and place anymore, because when Pluto was working with Mars and Venus, it helped us to heal from the extremes a little bit. We're gonna see where tradition, where we're still gonna honor tradition, because there are some places we're still gonna honor tradition. But this is just expelling a little bit more of that hack, where that hack has infiltrated tradition and steered us in the wrong direction, kept us stuck in the patterning. This is what we're expelling, okay? That artificial hack of the matrix that tried to, you know, put confusion within our people. We're not confused anymore. We're expanding consciousness and we're acting on it. And then we're going to, of course, work with the other elements and manifest. This is connected to the cosmic cross of transformation, because we've been pushed and pulled in all different directions to get here, okay? This is diamond patterning. So we make the connections, and this has something to do with past, present, and future, and healing from the extremes through the center point. One of these paths is very extreme this way, very extreme this way, you know, the outer edges of the patterning, but we found the center point. This is connected to the inner child and seed energy, okay? And what this is doing is this is allowing us to expand with the Ace of Pentacles. That's the gift of this transformation, okay, guys? And its growth, it's going to come from, this is going to grow from the lower world through the center world. And remember, it's connected to the upper world. But what we grew this from was this, okay? This was a death of our 3 of Swords, of our pain patterning. Our pain patterning, we're going to have a metamorphosis, and it's going to expand, and we're going to grow it into our pleasure patterning, okay? This is the energy of the opposites coming together to create the whole. And in order to do that, in the center point was the Hierophant, our connection to the earth and to life, okay? And to the growth from the lower world and the upper world through the center world. Here is the 13 spheres of knowledge, the matter, the feminine expanding with the masculine, the energy. And there's a specific formula we're using right now, okay? We're expanding from, we're taking all the energy from without and we're putting it within, and we're putting it within the box. And then we're expanding from that box that we've created with our new truth, because our truth has put us in a box. And we're going to bring all the energy into the center of that box, and then we're going to push through and expand out of it. And this is connected to our 10 of Cups, our purpose, okay? We're going to be feeling this, guys. This is going to be activated, lit. We're going to be feeling this, okay? And even if you're not, you know, directly in union with something, you're going to be feeling this energy from within to without. And this is what we've done. We've used our 5 of Pentacles situations, our lack of, as our metamorphosis, okay? For, remember, our growth with that Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Swords situation, and our endurance. And this is where we've expanded through the earth with the 8 of Pentacles. And we're weaving a new web. Okay, guys, it's like we're sewing together this and we're sewing together that, because we're using our experiences of it all to do this in creation right now, guys. We're amping it up. It's go time. And this is connected to the Ace of Cups. Remember, we separated the cups. Right from right here, from 4, and we separate the Ace, and we're left with the 3 of Cups, our joy, and the Ace of Cups, okay? This is our connection right now that we are expanding with. We need that Ace of Cups, okay? Because we're going to go, we discussed, we're going to go from the 4 of Cups to the 3 of Cups, from the 2 of Cups, but it's all through the Ace of Cups connection. And this is healing right now. This is going to allow us to stop battling, okay? It's like we had 2 directions, okay? And they were connected to the extremes, remember? But we picked the center point, and we're going through the center point. We're taking the middle doorway. And that was when we saw through our illusions. Remember, this is this. We had to see through this. We're seeing it very clearly, our 7 of Cups. We're seeing through our illusions very clearly to get to where we're going. We're activating our swiftness, cutting away what's no longer serving us, what's gone stagnant, what's toxic, what's rotten, in order to create anew with it. We're shape-shifting. This is allowing us to release what's no longer serving us in the 9 of Swords. Guys, you can actually see it within the card here, what's happening with it. This is the transmutation of it, the transcendence. So now we're in alchemy. We know when we met up on our one of our last messages here, we were in alchemy. Okay? My counter just said 1111. This has activated the Queen of Cups, where sea meets air meets land through the center point, baby. This is Freedom Town. And this is activating the Chariot. Now, they've shown me specifically the Queen of Cups and the Queen of the Earth is activating the Chariot. Okay? Now, the Chariot is elevating us. This is the balance between yin, yang, dark, light through the center point. And this is what the moon is doing for us right now. Now, this crab is leading us with the light towards the Wheel of Fortune, and is going to help us to spin this wheel. And we're going to get some clarification on this within a moment, so hang tight. But remember, this was through a metamorphosis with death, and there's the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is where we went from the 3 of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles. Through a metamorphosis, we had to honor death. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. We know the phoenix doesn't take a suitcase, guys. This is our brand new beginning. Remember, we were discussing, we've been, you know, we honor endings and beginnings all the time, every day. But this is like a grand finale. This is like where we're gonna close a book and begin to write a whole new one. This is that kind of finale, okay? But it's being honored with the 8 of Cups, where we just picked that 1 cup. Remember, through the center point, this is connected to the Ace. And there's a massive connection right now to the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. This is activating the Wheel of Fortune. But this is at a deeper level. Look, that peacock is symbolism for the phoenix rising from the ashes. And that phoenix is having a meeting, shall you say, with the serpent. And look, now that serpent is intertwined with another serpent. There's 2 serpents there. And they're opposite energies. These energies are polarized, coming together to create the whole. This is the center point. We had this activation and transformation through the center point. And that's connected to the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles shift. And that's where now the mother and the daughter begin to work together. And this is where the Queen of Pentacles is activated. Now, we're in a time of growth, and we're going to have this activation of growth from now until the strawberry full moon. Something is shifting from now until the strawberry full moon. This is what I've been shown, okay? And this has to do with our ending with the element of air and this artificial hack. Something we saw, we just can't go back from it. Okay? And this is where we activated this Ace of Chalices, just this center path. We healed from the extremes. We found our way. Guys, this was illuminated so clearly. There's not a shadow of a doubt within our mind. Yes, that hack of the element of air may be still telling us no, 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 this didn't happen. You didn't see this. Go back, go back. But no, our soul knows, our spirit knows, our heart knows. This has been activated. Healing has been activated. We are healing with the mother. Things are in flow, guys. Things are in flow. And this is connected to our 10 of Pentacles. Part of our divine inheritance here with the earth. And of course, we are honoring Virgo today. This is this part of the expansion. And this is where we pick growth and healing with the earth. Remember, this is the 4 and 3 of Pentacles shift with the 7. Honoring the growth through the earth. We're going back to working with the mother. And this has a connection to do with the spring equinox. And on the other side of the world, you're going to be honoring autumn. And the growth of the harvest. Because this is about tangible manifestation. And we're going to eat what we're growing. We're going to eat it. We're going to taste it. We're going to ingest it. But we had to restore the balance through the center point. Okay, we are the center point. We've restored the balance, and that's the chariot. That's the chariot right here. This is connected to the 7 of Wands and our healing, and we're healing with the mother and father here. That's why she has that bowl. Okay, she has the bowl with the lotus within it. We're honoring purification and growth. The serpent is wrapped around her right hand. Remember, this is about transformation. But that serpent is part of us. The application of love is there. And look, we're having a third eye activation with an expansion. Because it's the moth, okay? So something is being illuminated here, but it's within the dark. The moth to the flame. And she is the flame, okay? And what that is connected to is healing from the 5 of air, the 5 of swords. Remember, this goes back to our first card. The 5 of arrows, where we've been working on healing with our frustration. From our frustration, this is clearing up the hack of the mind with the shaman. Now, this activates... We go from the 5 of swords to the 8 of earth. Remember, we are activating through the earth. We already saw this activation. It's within here. We activate through the earth. That's with the spider, okay? And this is now working with the 8 of water. So the 8 of earth and the 8 of water are working together. And this is where we heal from everything that was not for us. Everything that made us feel yucky. And we expand with everything that makes us feel great. This is going from the 8 of cups from the 2 of cups connection, and this is where the third eye activation is being honored right here. And we're going to get clarification as to what that is. And something's going to be reflected back to us, okay, within the 4 of water. When we separated those cups from what was causing us, you know, stagnation and sickness that was toxic. It's going to be reflected back to us. That's how we're going to activate this third eye activation. But remember, this is connected to the choice and the middle doorway. We're going to make a choice to heal from the extremes. It's connected to the tree of life and seed patterning. And the seed patterning within connected to the seed patterning without. Okay, and this is, remember, this is about a purification with the mother and father. And look at, we're releasing with the mother here. But that release is going to help us with our growth and to choose the center point. And look, there's that fruit, our tangible manifestations, but we have to heal with this element of air, okay? Remember, where we honor the father, the mother. Well, it's in a specific patterning. We're going to honor the mother and the father, okay? And that choice is connected to healing. We're going to pick healing, guys. That's what's being illuminated, the path of healing. Inner child healing. And when we heal with our inner child, we heal with the children, we heal with innocence. And this activates the energy of youth, which is greatly needed. And the 6 of Cups. This is part of the healing, okay? This is part of the healing through the center point. And that activates the 9 of air. We know. That's what we're clearing up right now. Then, after the 9, we have the 10. We honor the 10. This is where we walk through the door. Our ending, remember, is connected to our beginning. And we are going to face our sorrows head on. When we walk through that center point, we're going to face something from our past that's connected to our 2 of Cups situation. But we're going to see that Spirit is there. We're going to see that the divine is here, that God is here. And that activates the King of Air. That activates our healing with the element of air and the completion at this level, okay? We're in a time of grand completion at this level of clearing out this hack with the element of air, and it's connected to this message here, okay, guys? 9 of air. Self-awareness, universal consciousness, understanding, insight, vision, imagination, fantasy, and creativity. And remember, this is what's being activated in this third eye activation here. This is the activation, and this is because something's been reflected back to us when we chose healing and the center point. Okay, we chose the center point, and we chose to heal with innocence. Key phrases: open to possibility, possibilities are infinite, know thyself, know the universe, what dwells within you dwells within nature. Belief creates, all that exists was first imagined. Fantasy is the birthplace of reality. You were born to create. Imagine your fears away. And guys, we're going to imagine our fears away, okay? The 9 of air represents the imagination and our connection to the universal consciousness or universal mind. It signifies the importance of knowing thyself. For truly knowing thyself, one will know both the universe and the power of the void. And that's what we've been knowing. And this is how, remember, this is about, we're healing to the core with the masculine. We're healing at another level, a deeper level with the masculine. And this is going to activate the new structures of this new world that we're building. We're building it at another level, okay? Heightened, expanded. The masculine being the energy. Or clearing it up within the mind to act on it with our force. Thought, force, connection. Okay, but we're purifying it with the mother, the water, and grounding it with the earth, the daughter, into manifestation. What if the universe is, in reality, a God mind, and we the creation of another being's imagination? What if within our minds there exists universes within universes, where creatures that we dream of and imagine dwell in the same way that we do here upon the earth, and within their minds are more universes, like fractals, where the same pattern repeats and creates. Our minds contain a universe. Within that universe are creatures and beings, who also have universes within their minds. The universe in which we dwell is one of the billions existing within the mind that is yet another universe. The pattern repeats in both directions, exponentially, creating an infinite number of universes and realities. Now ponder a moment. What if we looked within and discovered that within the realms of our minds, we create new worlds and realities with our belief? We choose to believe in something, and a new world that mirrors that belief is born. We stop believing in something, and that world either evolves with our beliefs or ceases to be completely. Universes overlap. They are born and die, forever bound to life and beliefs of the God mind that created them. What if billions of lives were dependent upon our belief for their very existence? Would it not be wise to believe with understanding and knowledge? Would that not create a universe that is a little more constant and conductive to life? So guys, this is connected to a message and a saying. Man, know thyself, and you will know the universe in which gods dwell. So guys, we're learning to know ourselves at a deeper level. Simply put, believing that if we know oneself, we are to know the universe and the power of the universe. Everything man has within our physical reality that is not born of the natural world was first imagined by the television, the phone in your hand, the laptop on your desk, the movies you watch, the car you drive. Everything that's been created was first imagined by the inventor. And this is about healing from being crazy, eccentric, and foolish. Because this is honoring the energy of the fool and being able to create anew with the power of the mind and its true potential. And understanding that we don't even know the true potential of all that's known and unknown yet. We are expanding from that, and we're healing from the limitations that we've put on these expansions. We're healing from the restrictions that have been put on these expansions of our mind by our minds constantly being in conflict. This has to do with always feeling like we can only pick this or that. Healing from cancel culture. Understanding that it's all connected, and we've stepped into our multidimensionality, and we're going through the center point, okay? But we have to heal from our fears. All too often, we allow fears, sometimes imagined fears, to prevent us from leading a happy, productive, and fulfilling life. We limit our potential because we imagine we will be laughed at. We do not express our thoughts and feelings because we fear what others will do or think of us. If we are honest, we imagine failure, and so we may simply not try. The Nine of Air represents the opportunity to use our imagination to banish our imagined fears. You may have a fear of heights even if you have not fallen in reality, because you have imagined falling. Or you may choose not to take an opportunity and try because you've imagined failure. You may reject a potential relationship because you imagine it not working. But just as you imagine your worst fears, you can also imagine success. When you find your imagination taking you down a negative path, you can choose to take control of your dreams instead. Now guys, this is the shift. This is the shift through this hack, this artificial hack of the element of air, where we push through the center point with our healing, okay? And we add the positive charge. When we see failure, we're going to change it to success. When you imagine an ending, instead see a beginning. When you fall, learn how to fly. It's your imagination. It's yours to be in charge of and with. To manipulate and create. Imagine your fears away. But guys, because we're healing from manipulation, we're not going to manipulate ourselves. We're going to honor our intuition. Do you see how this has to do with purification with the mother? And we're going to expand with our intuition and expand the sixth sense even further. But in order to do so, we have to heal from our lower vibrational impulses. And our lower vibrational impulses are connected to feeding with the devil energies and from the devil energies. And we're taking back our power. We're taking back our energy. We're going somewhere to create anew with it. And that's what this is about. So that's why I've been facing our fears at a whole new level. And something's been activated within our patterning through the center point and the core in order to do so. And for many of us, it's been a very negative situation, or a string of negative situations, to see how the patterns are connected. These patterns are connected that we're healing from in order to activate these new patterns, to create these new patterns. This is the creating anew. This is the building of the new world. And no, it's not easy, but we're doing it because we're being activated to do so, okay? And guys, this is really deep. I want to say this is really, really deep right now. And what we've seen, it's like something that's so deep, that brings us so deep to the core. We're not going to be able to go back to who we were, or where we were, or even what we were. This is whole new patterning. All right, guys, let's head on to our next part. I just want to say, though, before we do, this is connected to The Lord of Light, we know we're expanding with the energy, the masculine, and we're the Ace of Cups. What we've seen within this Ace of Cups, that's our well within us. Now, I haven't been called to look at this card till right now. Let's see what it is. Of course, we expand with the masculine, the sun. We're going to expand from within to without, because remember, we brought the energy from without to within, and now we will expand from within to without. And that is leading us through the center point. And it's connected to this vision of the fish